Hello guys, and welcome to another video in the series of Linux tutorials. In this video we are going to talk about foreground and background processes. Along with that we will also look at the nohub command and disown command. So let's begin. First of all, what are foreground processes? Foreground processes are the processes that are running in the shell and to whom the user can interact. For example, here I can write sleep and then define the second as 12. Okay, now I can interact with this particular process. For example, if I want to terminate it, then I can press the key Ctrl C. Okay, now this process has been terminated. Another thing, that when the foreground process is running, then in that particular case I will not be able to run any other process. Okay, for example, currently sleep command is running, so I will not be able to run any other command. Okay, so these are our foreground processes. In contrast of it, if a process is running in the background, for that I can define here, let me write, provide some more seconds, we can write here end. Okay, now this particular process is running in the background. Okay, now if you notice here two things, that the user will not be able to interact with the process, and the second thing is that I will be able to run the other commands. So whenever you want to run any particular process in the background, then after the command you will define here end. Okay, and as soon as you will make it a background process, a job ID for that process will be created. Okay, so this one is our process ID and this is our job ID. Okay, so if you want to view all the jobs, then you can write here jobs command. Okay, so if you see, this is our job. Okay, one is our job ID, then we have the running, that means the process is running, and this is our command. Okay, similarly if I run here another command, for example this is our command, I'll just end it, this was foreground and I will make it background. Okay, so now if you see, another job has been created. Okay, if I write here, then you will see this is another job. Okay, now you might wonder what is the meaning of this plus and minus. Plus basically indicates that it is a most recent work. Okay, and minus means that it is the least recent work. Okay, so after that let me clear this screen now, and now if I again do the jobs, now whenever I use the clear command, and in case if there is any change in the state of a process, for example here the state of the process was changed, then in that case this will be prompt at the top. Okay, and after that I written here jobs, so that means what are currently running process, which is only the sleep right now. Okay, now after I again clear it, now let's say that I want to bring the background process into the foreground. For example, if I write here jobs, then you will see the one process is running in the background. Okay, now let's say that I want to bring this job or bring this process in the foreground. For that we can use the command here fg. Okay, and after that we will define here the number of the job. Okay, so after percent I will define here 1. Okay, so as soon as I will press enter, you will see this process has been become in the foreground. Okay, now let's say the process is running in the foreground and I want to make it into the background. Okay, for example currently this process is running in the foreground and I want to push it into the background. So how could we do that? For that there are two steps that you have to follow, in which first of all you have to press the key, that is Ctrl and Z. Okay, now after pressing this particular process is in stopped state. Okay, if I do here jobs also, you will see this process has been in the stopped state. After that you will write here bg, that is the background, percent, and then the job ID. Okay, so the job ID here is 1, right? So if I press enter here, and again if you see, you will see that this particular process is running now. Okay, so if you want to bring the background process into the foreground, then you will write the command fg, percent, and the job ID. And if you want to bring the foreground process to the background, in that case first you have to stop the process with the Ctrl Z, and then you will write the command bg, percent, and the job ID. Okay, now let me clear this screen now. Now I want you to understand here one thing, that let's say if I run here any command 1 2 1 4 5, okay, and I do here the end. Okay, now if you see the process ID is 1 2 2 3 4. Okay, now even though this is running, and if I close my terminal and again open my terminal, okay, and I'll do here ps 1 2 2 3 4. Okay, this was our process ID. You will see this process has been terminated also. So basically any processes, whether it is running in the foreground or background, if I am closing my terminal, then those processes are getting also killed. Okay, so basically our processes are attached to the terminal, or we can say attached to the shell. Okay, for example, again if I do here sleep 1 2 2, let me write here any second. Okay, and then I will define here end, right? So if you see here the process tree of this particular process ID, okay, now you will see this for the sleep command, the parent process is the bash, okay, and for the bash the parent process is the genome terminal, that is this particular terminal, right? And as soon as I will close my terminal, okay, all the sub process will also be terminated, right? So this is the reason that either even if I run the command in the background or in the foreground, if I close my terminal, then the subsequent processes will also get terminated. Okay, but sometimes we don't require to happen this. So for that we use the command here no hub. Okay, now when I run any particular command with the no hub, for example sleep, and I'll write here 1 2 4 5 and okay, so this process is running in the background. Okay, and if I close my terminal, okay, if I close my terminal and again come back here, now if you see here that whether our command is still running or not. Okay, so if you see here our process is still running. Okay, and since it is not attached to any particular terminal, that is why here it is written question mark. Okay, so whenever we issue the no hub command, then the process become immune of hangups. Okay, so using the no hub command you can run the processes even if the terminal is closed. Okay, so after that, this was about when you want to issue the new commands. Okay, for example I was writing here no hub sleep and let's say for some seconds. Okay, but what about the processes that are already running? How can I make immune to the hangups? For that we use the command disown. Okay, this command. Okay, for example currently no jobs are running here, so I will create a job. Let me write here sleep and then the end. Okay, so we have a job running here, and now I want to make this particular process immune of hangup. So for that I can write here disown. Okay, and after that I will define the process ID. Okay, I can define the process ID or the job ID. Okay, so for process ID you can write here 16980. Okay, and in place of process ID, if you want to define here the job ID, then you can write here disown % and then the job ID. Okay, for example %1. Okay, now this process is again become immune of hangup. For example if I close my terminal and again run it, open another terminal, okay, and I'll do here, let me write here ps-c sleep, then you will see that this process is also the immune of hangup, right? Now for disown command you can give here multiple process ID also. For example here you can define process ID 1, then you can define process ID 2. Okay, so you can provide here multiple arguments for process ID also, right? And one last thing is that, let me clear here, that whenever I use here jobs command, then it only tells me the processes that are running within the terminal, within this terminal. Okay, so for example if I write here sleep 1 to 1 and end here, okay, and this here jobs. Okay, and if I open another terminal, right, and just do here and run another command, let's run the find command. Okay, find command, and I'll run it in the background. Okay, so if you see here it will only show the processes that are running in its own terminal. Okay, similarly here also it will only print the processes that are running in its own terminal. Okay, so that's all for today guys. I hope you like the video. If you have any doubt, please comment it down. Thanks for watching, and I have to see you in the next video.